Stunning development today in the Worthington child enticement case we first told you about yesterday. Charges against the 25-year-old man have been dismissed. Good evening and thank you for staying with us at 6. I'm Ellie Merritt.
I'm Mark Taylor. Charges against Jonathan Ringel were dismissed when prosecutors learned the section of law involved had been ruled unconstitutional by the Ohio Supreme Court. NBC4's Ted Hart is live tonight at the State House where lawmakers will have to come up with a solution. Ted?
Yeah, well, the suspect in this case is a registered sex offender on parole, and he's now being held for possible parole violations. This case, though, has shined a bright spotlight on a gaping hole now in state law.
Case dismissed at the request of the state.
It was not what prosecutors or law enforcement wanted, but there was no disputing the fact that the state's child enticement law had been ruled unconstitutional by the Supreme Court in 2014, and the state legislature never fixed it. Worthington police had charged Jonathan Ringel with trying to lure a 10-year-old girl into his car, only to see the charge dismissed.
It's a little disconcerting that individuals can go out and have contact with underage children who they don't even know and ask them to leave with them or ask them to get into their vehicle, and there's not a whole lot legally at this point that we can do.
We brought the case to the attention of State Senator Kevin Bacon, chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee. He was unaware of the gap in the law left by the Supreme Court ruling.
At least we know about it now and we can go forward and fix it to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Jonathan Ringel is a registered sex offender on parole from Virginia, where he was convicted of taking indecent liberties with minors. He was released from prison early and his parole was transferred to Ohio. But contact with children would be a parole violation, and parole authorities here are now involved.
For now, he stays locked up in jail as long as the adult parole authority detainer is on him.
And parole authority officials say that if Ringel is found to have violated the conditions of his parole, he could have a hearing within a month and could ultimately be sent back to prison in Virginia. Live at the State House, Ted Hart, NBC4.